Alright guys, let's take a look at BGB on the channel once again. Now I did look at it a couple of days ago. It was my last video actually. I didn't make any videos yesterday. Just was too tired guys, really. I was so tired I fell asleep before 10 o'clock. That's not normal. Usually I'm making these videos at about 11 o'clock at night or so. And yeah, I'm just exhausted now guys. So I had to take a break. Anyways, let's jump right into this. Now you can see I made this little flag a couple of days ago, and it actually looked like it was going to break out a few times, and even yesterday looked like it was going to break out guys, and just failed to do it. It was kind of a fake out, so you can see it kind of faked out to the upside and broke down. So it tried to actually get back in. If I zoom in, you see this little retest of the bottom side of the flag, and it failed. So, if we take this and actually, let's put this like this. Actually, the breakdown point should be at about almost $6, guys, flat. So, yeah, I mean, it could have broke down a lot worse, but it didn't. And that shows basically there's a lot of strength in BGB at the moment. Now, keep in mind, there is the Sonic launch pool, which actually has been very good, guys. I have to say, it's probably the best launch pool that I have been involved with, whether that's with Binance, any previous Bitget launch pools, Bybit launch pools that I've been involved with before they blocked me. Just really, it's amazing. In 2 days, I've made over like $90, guys, of BGB. Everything from Sonic that I'm getting, I'm turning it immediately into BGB as soon as I can. So yeah, this has been really, really profitable. Now taking a look at this on the 4-hour time frame, guys, I mean basically BGB is still making higher lows. As you can see, there was a low here, a little bit higher low here, higher low over here. Now you're kind of getting this next higher low. So that is actually good to see. Now we haven't really made any lower highs. It's been kind of equal highs. So let's see what happens here if we're going to get a little bit of a bounce. And we do have a 4-hour time frame resistance right at about $6.57. Now keep in mind that's a 4-hour time frame resistance. Like I always tell everybody on this channel, it's what, 6 times weaker than a daily resistance, and it's really many times weaker than a weekly resistance. So we just need to get a good bounce here, get above 657 and start closing some 4-hour candles. But yeah, all in all, BGB actually doesn't look that bad. Looking at this now on a daily time frame, guys, this kind of in a way looks like a W pattern on a daily time frame. But it is kind of ugly. Now it does kind of look like we went down to retest this neckline, although this neckline is a little bit deviated. But yeah, I don't want to say it's a W. It's just kind of ugly. Maybe it is, but it would be a small target from this anyways if it was. Now we are getting support here at about what, $6.29 at the moment. We have wicked below it today, and yeah, I mean I do believe we will hold it. I hope, but I think the Sonic launch pool ends tomorrow. So let's see what happens after that. I don't know if people are going to sell their BGB after, and hopefully not, because we are in danger of losing this and falling all the way down to about 609 on a 4-hour time frame. We do have support there, but there's not real support until about $6, guys. So let's take a quick look at Bitcoin now, guys. Now you can see Bitcoin is right on the verge of losing 91.1. This is not good, guys. I can say if we lose this, 91.1, we start closing some daily candles below it, then we don't really have support until about 71.3. And yeah, there is a CME gap here at about 76,000, somewhere around here, guys. Not sure the exact dollar amount, but it's there. We could see a very large wick to the downside, whether it's on a daily or a weekly candle. But yeah, guys, if we lose this, 91.1 support here, then, we could really see some big downside. Now, do I think the bull run will still be over? Probably not. I still think that we at least have 6 to 8 months. I'm probably banking on, at least 6 months and probably start selling up to about 8 months personally, just to stay safe. Now, I don't think we're going to have the entire year, unfortunately, because usually in the fourth year of a bull run, much of the year is green, but that's when the fallback kind of starts. So I'm probably going to get out and not get so greedy like a lot of people. I want to stay safe. But yeah, let's see what happens here, guys. Right now, we're about $1,100 above this. Personally, I do believe this is going to hold. We're just having a lot of FUD lately, guys. There's just a lot of news in the market that's just making Bitcoin, and not just Bitcoin, guys, not just crypto. The entire market, all across the world, basically NASDAQ, S&P, everything is going down. There's just a lot of FUD. Now, if we look at Ethereum, guys, it has finally broken down from this consolidation, basically, between 33.13 and 35.34, where it was the majority of the time, since about the 19th of December. Now, we have only broken down one, small level here. Basically, we have found support here on the bottom of this Fibonacci that we are in. And this is around, $3,200. So you can see there was kind of a lot of resistance here. And, it did punch through, got rejected basically, finally punched through. We spent a lot of the time, actually since 21st November up here in this range. But now we're starting to break down again. So let's see if we can hold here, at least hold this Fibonacci. And, in the next day or so, get back up in this 33.13 to 35.34 range. Unfortunately, the total market cap, guys, is falling through the $3.28 trillion mark. We do have some support at $3 trillion. So, and actually it doesn't look like it wants to go really below, or much below, about 3.17 trillion. It looks like we have found some support here, and I don't know, maybe we could draw a line there. This is on the daily time frame though. So anyways, I've only marked off weekly time frames here, supports and resistances. But yeah, maybe we're kind of being supported on a daily time frame at the moment. So let's see if we can kind of pick back up just a little bit before this closes in a couple of hours. Now, taking a look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, guys, this is basically altcoins. We are slightly below the 1.34 trillion mark at the moment. Hopefully in the next couple of hours we'll just see this as a wick here, and hopefully we find some support. You just have to wait and see, guys. It looks like it doesn't really want to go much below about 1.31. This is probably being supported on a daily time frame, kind of like the total market cap we just looked at with Bitcoin. This could be catching a daily support, So basically this green line is a weekly, actually resistance at the moment. So, but anyways, we're looking at this on the wrong time frame. This is a daily time frame. As long as we get above that green line by, when it turns from Sunday to Monday of this weekend, everything is okay, really. But the longer the time frame, above or below the candle, it's still not good as well. Now, one of the most worrying charts right now is the Bitcoin dominance, guys. You can see here it was following this W pattern. It does kind of look like it wants to break down. It looks like it might, find some resistance here now at 58.09. So it's kind of been rejected there today. Let's hope, guys. I would love to see this break down. I don't want this to follow this pattern here. That would be bad for altcoins. But yeah, I mean, if it gets a big bounce, I mean, it can still continue along, this W pattern. And when it breaks this neckline, guys, that's not good. Alts will really suffer, and Bitcoin holders will benefit more than us. Now, looking at the liquidation heat map, guys, it's been pretty tame, I can say, although we've had a lot of volatility lately. Only about 400 million have been wrecked in the last 24 hours. More longs than shorts, of course, because Bitcoin is going down. You can see that's pretty much, the most of the people have been wrecked, with Bitcoin. But yeah, stay away from, longing and shorting, guys. I don't recommend it unless you're a true professional at this. I've lost a lot of money, playing with longing and shorting and leverage. It's just really hard, guys. Now, taking a quick look at the altcoin season, let me refresh this. Okay, actually, wow. It was 49, now it's 51. And that's, like I said, that is because it kind of found this maybe wall here at 58.09 and starting to bounce down a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens in the next few days. But we are actually more on the altcoin side than the Bitcoin side now. So that's good to see. But yeah, just gotta be patient. Now, as for the fear and greed, guys, we are at 69, which, hey, that's, where I really want to be. Like I said before, below 70, 68 maybe, 69, this is not bad. I mean, it is greed, but it's not like deep greed, guys. So yesterday was a 70. I didn't look at this yesterday because I didn't do a video. But, yeah, I mean, we are kind of cooling down, and that's what I really want to see. Now, Pi Cycle Top Indicator, guys. It's basically still far away from crossing, so that's one of the biggest indicators here in this space, and that's another big reason why I say it's still not over, guys. This is just a bump in the road, and we're gonna have a lot of them along the way, guys. Last bull run we saw 30 and 40, maybe percent corrections. I mean, it was insane, guys. I mean, really, you just can't imagine so much fear. There's not even that much fear these days, when we're seeing these corrections like from 108 to, 91, 92, where we're at now. I mean, for me, this is nothing. Back 4 years ago, I mean, it was scary. Now, guys, if there's anything we need tomorrow, we need non-farm payrolls to really be good for us. If we don't have a good non-farm payrolls, guys, that 91 is probably going to break, and we're going to go down. So tomorrow is very important. Now, this is 8:30 in the morning, U.S. Eastern Time. So my time in Czech Republic would be 2:30 in the afternoon. So if you're on European Central Time, that's what the time will be. So non-farm payrolls for December, it has to be good for us, guys. If it's not, if it's a disaster, if it's not even close to the number that they're forecasting, we're going to go way down, guys. So we also have Michigan numbers tomorrow. Those can be quite important as well. Hourly earnings and things can be a little bit important. Private non-farm payrolls may be slightly important too. But we need non-farm payrolls, guys. Looking at the interest rate cuts, guys, so basically in about 20 days, it looks like, 93% are not expecting any cut. Actually, I saw on another influencer's channel that for this year, there's only like one forecasted cut, so I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, I could scroll through this forever and we could look at it, but I just want to look at the current, month, basically. But yeah, it looks like they only predict one cut. Now, personally, like I keep saying, I believe January, May, July, October, not going to be any cuts. But I do believe the in-between months, from what I just said, you're going to have cuts. So, yeah, we're probably going to get a Christmas bonus next year. September, yeah. June, yeah. March, yeah. Just have to be patient. Really, it's, this could even prolong the bull run. And depending on how this goes, you know, maybe I even stay in this longer. Now this is pretty bloody, guys. Crypto bubbles, you know, it's mostly red candles. You do have some dark, you know, deep reds, but a lot of these projects, you know, went way up. For example, AI 16Z, you know, virtual, my God, that has been on a tear. But, you know, really, when you're looking at this chart, it isn't actually that bad for most of these coins. You know, for example, I mean, look at XRP. It's only minus 2%, guys. You know, Gala, minus 2.8. No, now it just updated. It's a little bit more down. But anyways, you know, I mean, this still isn't bad. I mean, everything is like 2, 3, 4, maybe 5%. Of course, you do have some, you know, outliers. But yeah, when you have like across the board, like 13 or 18 or 22%, that would be horrible, I would say. But we only see about 5 or 6 of these, you know, big bubbles. 7, maybe you could include Render and ENA, but there really isn't that many big bubbles here. Now, guys, if you want to stake your coins, you can go to Coinando, type in, for example, Bitcoin. You'll have a list of places. Keep in mind you have to stake for, you know, some amount of days, or if it's flexible, for example, you do have limits and things to be aware of. Be sure to check the websites. You know, don't just take Coinando's word for it. Sometimes it's wrong, guys. So keep that in mind. Be careful. But yeah, probably realistically, you'll get, you know, something for Bitcoin like 7 or 6%, you know, in reality. And you're not going to get these 100% like up here, or 318%. This is dual investment. That's not even staking, guys. So, you know, I don't even know how that works, honestly, myself. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I thank you for your support, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.